Hi, now somebody was just asking before about how we use tape to secure the body onto the car. Well, rather than do a lot of little pictures to put on for them, I thought I'd try and make a video of it. So if you can see this, this is the Mini that I used at Wolverhampton to win the small car event several years ago, and you can see that this is secured just by a single piece of sellotape that goes underneath and around the body, like that. And if I just hold it up to the camera, perhaps you can see it a little bit better there. Now that actually allows the chassis to move sideways as well, transferring the weight in the corners rather than actually throwing the car off. The chassis itself is a little bit more technical than just that, because it's actually a spine steer chassis which flexes in the middle, and also has a rattle plate underneath as well. But I say that's did two events at Wolverhampton, won one and came second in the other, and the body never came off, so it obviously works. The other thing about using tape on slot cars is we can use it to limit movement. Now if we look at this Cooker Archer isofulcrum chassis, you see how the centre section falls away like that. Now in the tight bends, this design does have a tendency to tip, so we can limit that by putting a piece of tape across the chassis like that, and that will then limit the amount that the centre section moves, and that makes the car a whole lot more stable. And of course, depending on what track you're racing on, depends on how much movement you're going to actually require. The same thing applies to the the older like drop arm type floppy chassis with floppy side pans. Again, if you haven't got limiters already built into it, then the use of a piece of tape there will just stop the thing from flopping all the way down. And the other thing is it makes it a lot easier to marshal as well, because it's not falling away. Back in the day when we all used to use vacuum formed bodies, we used to also use tape to secure the body. You just put a piece along the side of the pan like that, and then wrap it around the edge, and that would then hold the body in place. This is actually held on with pins as well, and you can use it as like belt and braces to make sure that the pins don't come out. But I say, obviously you do it a lot more neater than the way that I've done it on here, but that gives you the basic idea of what it's about with mounting tape to a body. I hope that answers some of the questions that people have been asking, and if it doesn't, then feel free to ask some more.